Gentlemen, let me ask you something personal. When was the last time you felt truly energized? Not just awake from coffee, but genuinely alive, ready to tackle whatever life throws at you. If you're over 50 and that feeling seems like a distant memory, you're not alone. But here's what most doctors won't tell you. The problem isn't your age. It's sitting right there in your kitchen cabinet. I'm talking about cooking oils. Yes, those bottles you reach for every single day without a second thought. The ones marketed as heart-healthy or cholesterol-free. The truth, they might be silently destroying your cardiovascular system, draining your energy, and sabotaging your intimate wellness in ways you never imagined. Today, I'm going to expose the hidden danger lurking in almost every American household. Then, I'll show you exactly which oils to throw out immediately, and which ones to stock up on if you want to keep your arteries flexible, your stamina high, and your circulation flowing strong well into your golden years. But before we go further, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment telling me which state you're tuning in from. I'm always excited to connect with men across the country who are serious about reclaiming their vitality. So here's what's happening inside your body right now. Every time you cook with certain vegetable oils, you're introducing molecules called free radicals into your bloodstream. Think of free radicals as tiny saboteurs running through your circulatory system, causing microscopic damage everywhere they go. Your arterial walls, they're getting scratched up. Your cellular membranes, weakening. Your testosterone production, slowing down. And here's the kicker. Inflammation starts building up like rust on old pipes. Eventually, those pipes get so narrow that blood can barely squeeze through. Now, imagine trying to water a garden through a kinked hose. That's what's happening to your circulation. Everything downstream suffers. Your brain gets foggy, your muscles feel weaker, your stamina drops, and yes, your performance in the bedroom takes a serious hit. I'm Dr. Charles Bennett, a urologist who has dedicated 30 years to helping men maintain robust sexual wellness as they age. Over these 3 decades, I've worked with thousands of gentlemen facing similar challenges. And I can tell you with absolute certainty, the oils in your kitchen play a bigger role in your vitality than almost anything else. Most guys walk into my clinic confused. They exercise regularly, they've cut back on sugar, they're doing everything right, yet they still feel off. Energy levels are inconsistent. Morning readiness isn't what it used to be. Recovery takes longer. When I dig deeper into their daily habits, guess what I find? They're cooking with canola, soybean, corn, or vegetable oil. Sometimes all 4. They've been told these are the healthy options because they're low in saturated fat. But that advice is dangerously outdated. Here's the biochemistry behind it. These industrial seed oils are loaded with omega-6 fatty acids. In small amounts, omega-6s are necessary. But modern diets contain 40 times more omega-6 than omega-3, creating a massive imbalance. This imbalance triggers chronic inflammation throughout your entire system. And inflammation? It's the silent assassin of masculine vitality. It narrows blood vessels, reduces nitric oxide production, the molecule responsible for strong circulation, and accelerates cellular aging. Essentially, you're fast-forwarding the aging process every time you heat up that pan. But wait, there's more. When these oils are heated to high temperatures, which happens every time you cook, they oxidize. Oxidation creates compounds called aldehydes, which are toxic to your vascular endothelium. That's the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels. Damage that lining, and you've opened the door to arterial dysfunction. Now, let's talk about something nobody mentions: how these oils affect your hormones. Polyunsaturated fats in excess can actually interfere with testosterone synthesis. Your Leydig cells, the testosterone factories in your testes, need stable fats to function optimally. Feed them unstable, oxidized fats, and production drops. Lower testosterone means lower drive, reduced muscle mass, increased belly fat, and diminished confidence. It's a cascade effect that impacts every aspect of your life. So which oils are the worst offenders? Let me be crystal clear. Canola oil. Despite marketing claims, it's highly processed and prone to oxidation. Soybean oil, America's most consumed fat and one of the most inflammatory. Corn oil, cheap, ubiquitous, and terrible for your arteries. Vegetable oil, usually a blend of all the above nightmares. Safflower and sunflower oils, high in omega-6, unstable when heated. If these are in your pantry, it's time for a clean sweep. I know change feels difficult, especially when you've been using something for decades. But think of it this way. Every meal is either feeding vitality or feeding decline. You get to choose which one. Here's what makes this even more frustrating. The food industry has spent billions convincing us these oils are safe. They funded studies, influenced dietary guidelines, and plastered heart-healthy labels on bottles. Meanwhile, rates of cardiovascular problems, metabolic disorders, and hormonal imbalances have skyrocketed. Coincidence? I don't think so. All right, now that we've identified the problem, let's talk solutions. What should you actually cook with? I'm going to break down the 4 best options for men over 50 who want to protect their circulation, maintain hormonal balance, and keep their energy levels steady. Number 1. Extra virgin olive oil. This is the gold standard for a reason. Olive oil is rich in monounsaturated fats, which are incredibly stable and anti-inflammatory. It's packed with polyphenols, natural compounds that protect your blood vessels from oxidative stress. Studies show that men who consume olive oil regularly have better arterial flexibility, lower inflammatory markers, and improved endothelial function. That last part is crucial because healthy endothelium means better nitric oxide release, which translates to stronger circulation everywhere it counts. Here's how to use it. For low to medium heat cooking, sautéing vegetables, making eggs, light pan frying, extra virgin olive oil is perfect. Don't believe the myth that it can't handle heat. Good quality olive oil has a smoke point around 375 to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, which covers most home cooking. Just make sure you're buying authentic stuff. Look for bottles that are dark to protect from light. Have a harvest date, not just a best buy date, and ideally come from a single estate. Yes, it costs more, but you're investing in your arterial health, not just flavoring dinner. Number 2, avocado oil. If you need higher heat, avocado oil is your friend. With a smoke point above 500 degrees, it can handle serious cooking, searing steaks, stir-frying, roasting at high temperatures. Like olive oil, it's predominantly monounsaturated, meaning it won't break down into harmful compounds when heated. It's also rich in vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that supports vascular wellness and helps protect cellular membranes from damage. Avocado oil has a mild, buttery flavor that works with almost any cuisine. Use it for grilling, roasting vegetables, or even making homemade mayonnaise. It's versatile, stable, and genuinely supports long-term cardiovascular function. Number 3, coconut oil. Now, this one's controversial because it's high in saturated fat. But here's what recent research shows. Not all saturated fats behave the same way. The medium-chain triglycerides in coconut oil are metabolized differently than long-chain fats. Your body converts MCTs directly into energy, rather than storing them as fat. They also don't contribute to arterial plaque formation the way previously thought. In fact, populations that consume large amounts of coconut oil, like certain Pacific Islander groups, have remarkably low rates of cardiovascular problems. Coconut oil is excellent for baking, medium-heat sautéing, and adding a subtle tropical flavor to dishes. It's also incredibly stable at room temperature, meaning it won't go rancid sitting in your cupboard. One important note: choose unrefined virgin coconut oil. The refined versions lose many beneficial compounds during processing. Number 4. Grass-fed butter or ghee. Yes, real butter. I know this goes against decades of dietary dogma, but the science is clear. Natural animal fats from grass-fed sources contain beneficial nutrients like vitamin K2, which actually helps direct calcium into your bones instead of your arteries. Ghee, which is clarified butter with the milk solids removed, is especially useful for men with dairy sensitivities. It has a high smoke point, rich flavor, and contains butyrate, a short-chain fatty acid that supports gut wellness and reduces inflammation. Using a small amount of grass-fed butter or ghee for cooking adds depth to your meals while providing stable fats that support hormone production. Your testosterone synthesis depends on having adequate cholesterol and healthy fats available. Butter from grass-fed cows provides exactly that. Now let's put this into practice. Here's your kitchen transformation plan. Step 1. Go through your pantry right now. Find every bottle of canola, vegetable, soybean, corn, safflower, or sunflower oil. Don't think about it, just toss them. Yes, even if they're almost full. The money you spent is gone. Keeping them around will only cost you more in health down the line. Step 2. Stock up on the good stuff. Get 1 bottle of high-quality extra virgin olive oil for everyday cooking. Grab a bottle of avocado oil for high-heat applications. Pick up a jar of virgin coconut oil for variety. And if you tolerate dairy, add grass-fed butter or ghee to the mix. Step 3. Retrain your cooking habits. Start using these healthier fats in every meal. Scramble your eggs in butter. Roast your vegetables in avocado oil. Drizzle olive oil over salads. Cook your proteins in coconut oil. Within 2 weeks, you'll notice changes. Your energy will feel more consistent throughout the day. That afternoon crash might disappear. Your mental clarity could improve. And over time, your circulation will benefit enormously. But let's address the elephant in the room. Some of you are thinking, Dr. Bennett, this sounds expensive. These oils cost way more than the cheap stuff. You're absolutely right. They do cost more up front. But here's the reality. You're either going to invest in quality ingredients now, or you're going to pay for medications, doctor visits, and treatments later. Prevention is always cheaper than intervention. Plus, think about what you're protecting. Your energy, your confidence, your intimate relationships, your independence as you age. Can you really put a price on waking up feeling strong and capable instead of sluggish and worn down? I've seen men transform their lives by making this single change. One patient, Robert, came to me at 58, complaining of fatigue and declining performance. His diet seemed decent, but when I asked about cooking oils, he admitted using vegetable oil exclusively because it was cheap and what his wife bought. I convinced him to switch completely to olive oil, avocado oil, and butter. Nothing else changed. Same exercise routine, same sleep schedule, same supplements. 3 months later, he reported feeling like he'd gained 10 years back. His energy was up, his workouts improved, and his intimate wellness had noticeably rebounded. That's not a miracle. That's simply what happens when you stop poisoning your vascular system and start nourishing it properly. Now, let's go deeper into why this matters specifically for men over 50. At this stage of life, your body doesn't bounce back from damage the way it used to. Every inflammatory insult adds up. Every bout of oxidative stress leaves a mark. Your arterial walls are constantly repairing themselves, but if you're flooding your system with inflammatory oils, those repairs happen poorly. It's like trying to fix a house while someone's actively knocking down walls. You'll never get ahead. By switching to stable, anti-inflammatory fats, you give your body the raw materials it needs to heal properly. Your endothelial cells can regenerate. Your arterial flexibility can improve. Your circulation can strengthen. And here's something most guys don't realize. Better circulation doesn't just mean better performance in intimate moments. It means better everything. Better brain function because oxygen reaches your neurons efficiently. Better muscle recovery because nutrients flow to tissues faster. Better mood because your brain chemistry balances out when inflammation drops. Essentially, fixing your oil choices creates a positive cascade throughout your entire system. It's foundational. Let me share another patient story. Michael, age 62, had been struggling with morning readiness for nearly 5 years. He'd tried various options, supplements, even considered more aggressive interventions. During our consultation, I discovered he was eating out constantly. Fast food, chain restaurants, takeout. Every single meal cooked in industrial seed oils. His system was drowning in omega-6s and oxidized fats. I gave him a challenge: cook at home for 90 days using only olive oil, avocado oil, and butter. Track how you feel. He was skeptical, but agreed. By day 30, he noticed subtle improvements. By day 60, the changes were undeniable. By day 90, he told me he felt better than he had in a decade. His circulation had improved so dramatically that many of his concerns simply resolved on their own. That's the power of removing toxins and adding nourishment simultaneously. But let's be honest about something else. Making this change requires commitment. Our society is built around convenience, and convenient usually means unhealthy oils. Restaurants use cheap vegetable oils. Processed foods are loaded with them. Even healthy packaged snacks often contain these inflammatory fats. So you'll need to become a label reader. Check ingredients on everything. If you see vegetable oil, soybean oil, or canola oil, put it back. Choose whole foods whenever possible. Cook at home more often. Yes, it takes effort, but the payoff is absolutely worth it. Think about what's at stake here. You're not just extending lifespan, you're protecting quality of life. What good is living to 85 if you spend the last 20 years feeling weak, dependent, and disconnected from the vitality you once had? By making smart choices now, you're ensuring that your 70s, 80s, and beyond are filled with energy, independence, and confidence. You're protecting your ability to play with grandchildren, travel with your partner, pursue hobbies, and maintain the lifestyle you've worked so hard to build. This isn't about vanity. It's about dignity. It's about refusing to accept decline as inevitable. It's about taking control of the factors you can influence and maximizing your potential at every age. Now, I want to address something important. Some men feel overwhelmed by all the conflicting health information out there. One expert says, eat this, another says, avoid that. How are you supposed to know what's actually true? Here's my advice. Follow the science, not the marketing. Look at traditional diets from cultures with exceptional longevity. Mediterranean populations use olive oil extensively and have remarkably low rates of cardiovascular problems. Pacific Islanders consuming coconut oil maintain excellent health. Traditional societies using animal fats from grass-fed animals show robust wellness markers. Meanwhile, chronic conditions have exploded in modern societies precisely as industrial seed oils became dietary staples. The correlation is impossible to ignore. Trust patterns that have stood the test of time. Human beings thrived for millennia on natural fats, olive oil, coconut oil, animal fats. We only started seeing widespread metabolic dysfunction after introducing factory-produced vegetable oils in the mid-20th century. Your body recognizes and knows how to process natural fats. It struggles with industrial products it never evolved to handle. So here's your action plan moving forward. First, clean out those cabinets today. Don't wait. Second, invest in quality oils, extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, grass-fed butter. Third, commit to cooking at home more frequently so you control what goes into your food. Fourth, read labels religiously when buying packaged items. Avoid anything with inflammatory oils. Fifth, be patient with yourself. Changes take time. Give your body 3 months to adapt and heal. You'll start noticing improvements gradually. Better energy, clearer thinking, improved circulation. And finally, share this information. Tell your brothers, your friends, your sons. Too many good men are suffering unnecessarily because they've been fed bad advice for decades. You have the power to change that conversation. Remember, gentlemen, your body is incredibly resilient. Even if you've been consuming inflammatory oils for years, it's never too late to course correct. Your cells are constantly regenerating. Your arteries can heal. Your vitality can return, but it requires action. Knowledge without implementation is just entertainment. You need to actually make these changes if you want to see results. I believe in you. I've seen countless men reclaim their health by making smart, consistent choices. You can do this. If you found this information valuable, smash that like button and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe if you haven't already, because I'm releasing more science-backed strategies every week to help you stay strong, vital, and in control of your wellness. Leave a comment below telling me, which oil are you ditching first? I read every single comment, and I'm genuinely curious about your journey. I'm Dr. Charles Bennett, and I'll catch you in the next video. Until then, cook smart, eat well, and remember, your best years are still ahead of you if you make the right choices starting today. One final note. This content is for general knowledge only. It does not replace evaluation by a qualified specialist. If you have doubts or symptoms, please consult your healthcare provider. Stay strong out there.